right on here. Okay. Sorry. We're strong. Just about time. Try to find our comfortable seats. It's nice to see everyone tonight. Is there anything in particular anyone really wants to work on? So feel free to shout it out. And if you need blocks, we have plenty of blocks. Would anyone, I forgot to ask, would anyone like some blocks? Okay. Well, partway through the practice, you go, oh, I wish I had blocks. Feel free to grab them or ask me and I'll grab them for you. Otherwise, we'll get started. Start to find that comfortable seat, whatever a comfortable seat looks like for you. Just go ahead and arrive there. Something that lets you feel good. Turn this music down a little bit. Once you get super comfortable, just go ahead and let your eyes close. Start to relax. Start to bring all the attention from what's outside of you, just right inside. Start to pay attention to your breath. Starting from the ground up, you can feel the hips, making a connection with the earth, feel the legs. Just imagine there's a lightness through the upper half of the body. Lift up a little out of the waist with every inhale. Just finding a little more length through the spine. As you do this, you might start to notice the shoulders. You'll lift them up, back and down, just let them rest. The chest open, the hands relax somewhere on the body. Just find a little bit more length through the crown of the head, slight tuck of the chin, back of the neck is long. Now we'll come back to that breath. So together, we'll just find a deeper breath. Nice, slow, steady inhale as the chest rises. Coming to the top of the breath, you'll pause for a moment. And then gentle sigh, let that go. Pull the belly into exhale, pausing at the bottom. And then again, deep, steady breath, and through the nose, filling the lungs, you'll pause for a moment. And then slowly sigh that out. Let the body soften a little bit. Clearing out the lungs, the belly hugs in. And then one more time, your deepest breath this time. Holding it in. Maybe taking a little more air to hear the heartbeat. Gather something up to let go of, and we'll sigh that out. Pause at the bottom. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll pause. And then through the nose this time, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll pause. And then again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Through the nose, steady release, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here. And now come to your own breath. Maybe you're still taking a 4 count, maybe it's 3 or 5. Just stick with the steadiness in and out. So Noticing we're really becoming aware of the breath and the body, and now we'll become aware of the mind. Where is it going? We'll set the intention for the practice. So thinking about what brings you to your mat tonight. Maybe the intention starts there. We just had a full moon, so a lot of times with the full moon we notice there's an excess energy, there's a rising, everything's full. So maybe that's for you an intention of letting go. We're starting over. So maybe there's something to let go of tonight. So for your next few inhales and exhales, set that intention into mind, whatever it might be. Slowly, we'll blink the eyes open and we'll just start to lift the chin towards the ceiling. Just take a little stretch through the throat. And then drop the chin to the chest, just stretch through the back of the neck. Maybe you tuck the tailbone under and round the spine a little bit. And then again, inhale, you'll look up, relax the shoulders down. Exhale your chin to the chest. And then inhale your right ear to the right shoulder. Taking a little neck stretch. Release the chin through the chest and then bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Bring the chin to the chest. On your inhale, reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Watch the palms touch. And then exhale your child's pose. Fingertips are going to crawl forward. Let the knees be wide. Toes together. Let the hips come back over the heels. And some length in the spine. Inhale, we'll lift up a little bit as you press into the fingertips. Walk the hands over to the right. Relax back down. Side body stretch. The hips stay right over the heels. Inhale, you'll press up again. Walk them over to the left. Just feeling the ribs expand and relax. You inhale, exhale. Inhale, press into the fingertips, come back through center, your extended child's pose. Relax the forehead down, maybe take a little rock side to side, feeling your intention in. And then with a deep breath, we'll come to table. And the shoulders arrive right over the wrists and the hips over the knees. We'll start by lifting the right leg up. You're going to keep the knee bent, so the sole of the foot's facing the sky. Both hands are pressing on the mat. You're just going to take a moment to roll through the hip. This might be small circles. You notice that you might tighten up through the belly a little bit to just keep some control through the torso. And reverse the direction. And then find some stillness. Extend that leg back behind you. We'll take some balance. Now the left arm will extend. Thumb faces the sky. Inhale, get a little longer. Exhale, round the spine. The elbow and knee come together. Inhale, extend. Stay there for a minute. The hand is going to stay where it is. This time you're going to crunch the knee around to the right shoulder. Using some control. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, round the spine. We'll do that one more time, just activating through the obliques. Inhale, extend, you can leave the arm, and then exhale, knee goes to the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release everything down. And just readjust. Into a nice solid table, lifting the left leg so the knee's bent, so the foot faces the sky, and you just take some little circles. Rotating through the hip. And bringing it in the other direction. And then inhaling to extend. Extend the leg, pressing the heel back behind you. Bring the opposite arm up. Find your diagonal balance. Make any adjustments so you can feel stable. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, elbow to knee, round the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee comes around to the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time, get long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Knees and hands are on the mat. We'll find some cat and cows. So drop the belly, inhale, look up. Exhale, round the spine. Pull the belly button in. And just move at your own pace here. Inhaling as you drop the belly, look up. And exhaling as you press the mat away. So connecting with your breath. You can take this as fast or slow as you'd like. And then just welcome in any other movements that start to creep up in the body. If there's anything else that feels good to warm things up. Take 2 to 3 more rounds of breath and movement. And then when you're ready, you'll come to your downward facing dog. So in your own time, curl your toes. Think about pressing through the pads of the fingers, lift the hips up and back. Maybe there's a deep bend in the knees. So think about bringing the ears in between the biceps and lengthening the spine first. Lift the hips, and then maybe you can straighten the legs and press down through the heels. As you arrive here, you might start to bend through one knee then the other. Walking your dog. You might lift the heels and lower them. As you warm up the leg. And then together, we'll all lift the heels, bend the knees, and just lower the shins so they hover over the mat. You'll look forward at the hands, pull the belly in, and start to walk the feet to the hands, forward fold, top the mat. Just relax here for a moment. You take a little shake through the head, loosening up through the neck. And then inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale to standing, press through the feet, reach the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, chest is open. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to standing, press through the feet, reach the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the hands, sit back at chair, exhale. Knees behind the toes. Think about opening up through the chest, relax the shoulders. Find a little softness here. And then inhale, come all the way up to standing, deep breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step the feet back. You're a high plank. You might just pause in high plank for a minute. Your high plank might include releasing the knees down to give you a little support, if that feels good. If the knees are lifted, really press the heels back, lengthen the legs. And then together on knees or toes, we'll find our chaturanga. So elbows hug back, and you'll lower. Inhale, half lift, cobra. Exhale, release. Another cobra or maybe up dog. You'll bring the hands lower on the ribs and then press the mat away. Lift the hips and thighs. Exhale, lower. Curl the toes, press up to your table, or maybe you straight through plank. Find down dog. Inhale to look forward. Lift the heels, soften the knees. Step or walk the feet to the hands, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come to standing. Reach the arms all the way up overhead. Bring the hands together. Let the palms touch. You cross the thumbs right here. You cross the left leg behind the right, and then stretch over to the right. Kind of side body stretch. Inhale through center, uncross the legs, and now right leg behind left. Reach over to the left. Inhale through center, release the hands and sit back in your chair. Knees behind the toes. Inhale to standing. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, half lift, step the left leg back, runner's lunge. If you have blocks, this would be a nice place to frame the front foot. Press through the back heel, relax the shoulders down. And then the right arm will lift up to the sky, twist towards the bent knee, hug the belly button in. Slowly release, top arm comes down, hands plant. Bring the front foot to meet the back, high plank, and we'll go through this vinyasa flow. You could always skip this and go right to your down dog. Otherwise, you take your high to low push up, inhale to your back bend, exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up and back, bend the knee, open up the hip. Think about keeping the hands planted and the shoulders square to the front of the mat. Inhale, square the hips, extend the leg. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, around the spine so the shoulders arrive over the wrist. And then you just plant that foot in between the hands, step the back foot to meet it, sit low, chair pose, fingertips float to the sky. Bring the hands through heart center, lengthen the spine, then cross the left elbow over one or both knees, your chair twist. Inhale, come all the way up through center. Deep breath. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale. This time left leg back. Or right leg back. Excuse me. So find good solid runner's lunge first. Knee over the ankle. Back leg strong. Then you'll go ahead and lift the left arm to the sky. Find your twist. Keep breathing here. Think about bringing the ribs right underneath you. And then release the top arms. Step the front leg back, high plank, and we'll flow through. Landing it down dog. Left leg lifts up. You can bend the knee, open the hip. You can always stay in your three-legged dog with the leg extended if you don't like opening the hip. It's always optional. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Again, really bring the foot up there as the shoulders come over the wrist, and then plant the foot down. Back foot meets it. You sit low in chair pose. Release the hands through heart center. And then twist. Right elbow crosses one or both knees. Press the palms together. Maybe you're looking up and back behind you. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Arms reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus arms. Bring the shoulder blades down, open the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, your half lift. Exhale, will flow all the way back. Plant the hands, step the feet. High to low push-up. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lifting the hips. Take a moment here to just notice the distance between the feet and the hands. So we'll inhale to lift the heels and then roll into a high plank. So taking this time to really feel the transition. Inhale. Exhale, press the hips back. And again, inhale, heels lift, roll to your high plank. Take a breath. Exhale to roll back to your down dog. From here, the right leg lifts long, deep breath. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Pause for a moment. And then plant the foot down. Release the back knee, low Anjaneyasana. Fingertips are going to float up overhead. So really start to press through that front foot, about rooting down through the heel. You're going to bend the elbows at your sides, open the chest a little more. And then on your exhale, you're going to bring the forearms together around the spine. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. And then take a deep breath to just lift the arms overhead. Exhale, release the hands down on either side of your leg and straighten the front leg. The hips come back. We'll find our half split. You know, start to shimmy the heel forward, curl the toes back towards you, stretching through the back of the leg. Inhaling, we'll come forward, curl the back toes to lift the knee. So take a moment here, really press through the hands, pull the belly in. You're going to step that front foot back. So right foot goes back, right hand's going to go to the sky, side plank. Maybe you'll stagger, stack the feet. Maybe you'll release the bottom knee. Maybe you'll lift the top leg. Steady breath. And on the next exhale, you'll flow back to your plank. Maybe you find your full vinyasa flow, all landing up and down dog, or back and down dog. Once you arrive, nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose, gentle side, soften through the body. Inhale to lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it across the body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. And we'll just pause for a moment, building some core strength. And then release it down, your low Anjaneyasana. So foot between the hands, back, knee lowers, fingertips come up. Just pause here for a moment. Start to establish a nice firm base through the lower half of the body. Lifting up out of the waist, we'll start to bend the elbows again, open the chest. Exhale, bring the forearms together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Last time, exhale, round through the spine. Let this feel good. Inhale, fingertips reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands come on either side of the front leg. We find our half split. So scoot the heel forward, curl the toes back. Think about keeping the hips square. Just imagine you could just breathe into any tightness or tension that might be living in the back of the leg, the hamstring, calf. And then with your next breath, we'll come forward, bending the knee, plant the hands, curl the back toes. And now the left leg's going to sweep on top of the right. We'll find our side plank. Fingertips reach up to the sky. The hips are lifting. And you find whatever variation in plank works for your body. It's all good. Keep the hips lifting. Keep breathing. One more breath here. And then on the exhale, you'll flow down, hands plant. We find our high to low push-up. Inhale. Exhale, we all land in down dog. Inhale to look forward, bring the feet to the hands, top the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Soften the knees, press to the feet, come to standing, arms overhead. And then hands to heart center, shoulders relax. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Time exhale, release the hands to the lower back. Maybe there's a bind there. You can interlace the fingers. You may find a little bit of a back bend pressing through the feet. Just for a moment. Then you can hang on to the bind. We're gonna take this to a chair. So sit the hips low. Might feel a lot different than your traditional chair, but as you come low, you can let the heels lift, roll some weight to the balls of the feet. Finding a gaze point, something not moving. The chest is lifting. Slowly release the heels down. You can keep the bind if you like and take your forward fold. If you're done with the bind, you can let it go. So always just do what feels good. If you still have the fingers interlaced, we'll release here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. We flow back, down dog. Once you arrive, right leg lifts long. Exhale, knee to nose, and then plant the right foot down. We find warrior one. Back heel spins, fingertips sweep forward and up. Think about squaring the hips forward. We're going to take an eagle arm variation here. So bring the arms open wide like a T to start. And then the left arm's going to sweep below the right. Maybe you interlace the fingers. You can get a double wrap. If not, you can always just bring the forearms together like we did in our Anjaneyasana. So let the fingertips lift. Maybe just a little back bend. Commit to that bend in the front knee. And then we'll humble this down with control. We'll start to lower to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, we're going to come back up. Take a deep breath, and then one more time. Exhale, we'll lower. Keep pressing through the soles of the feet. Inhale, we'll come back up. Open up the arms, back to your warrior one. And then you can release the hands to the hips, straighten through the front leg. We'll find our pyramid. So step the back foot up. So both legs are close enough they can be long and straight. And we'll start to lower over the front leg. Pyramid pose. And just like your half split, think about keeping the hips square. You might want to bend the back knee even more to straighten the front leg. You might notice that gives you a little bit more space in the front of the front leg. I mean the back of the front leg. Inhale as you look up, bend into the front knee, step the left foot behind you so you can plant the hands, sweep the right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Bring it across the body. Extend that leg out so you can come to your fallen triangle. Blade edge of the foot comes to the mat. Left arm to the sky. We open up. And then release. Top arm comes down, right leg up and back, your three-legged dog. You might keep it lifted or release it as you hinge forward, your high plank. We take our vinyasa flow. All landing back and down dog. Left leg lifts long. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, and we'll find our warrior one. Spin the back heel. Take your time, reaching the fingertips forward and up. You might take a moment to make any adjustments you might need. Just Think about bringing the right hip forward, left hip back so they can really be in line with the front of that mat. And then we'll open up the arms like a T so we can find those eagle arms. Sweeping the right arm under the left. Maybe there's a double wrap there. Fingertips can float to the sky. Keep the deep bend in the front knee. And then a slow release, we humble down. As you press through the feet, we'll come back up. Fingertips are lifting. Take a breath. Exhale, we'll hinge forward one last time. Pausing for a moment. And then inhaling to lift, unravel the arms, reach the fingertips overhead. And then we'll come to our pyramid. So straighten the front leg, step the back foot in. You begin by bringing the hands to the hips. If you liked that bind from our chair pose, you could begin with the bind, interlacing the fingers and then hinge forward. So just an option. You might like this for a little more intensity, a little more balance. If you have that bind, you let the hands come down, bend into the front knee. Step the right foot behind you a little more, and then sweep the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Deep breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Bring it across the body, extend the leg long, and we can release the foot down, open up, right arm to the sky. Think about really opening up through the chest, lifting the hips. And then slowly release, top arm comes down, left leg comes up and back. And again, your choice to keep the leg lifted as you hinge forward and take your flow. Maybe there's a three-legged plank. From here, we'll take a moment to just release the knees down, find a child's pose. Relaxing through the body. Maybe this is a moment to get some water. When you're ready, you'll curl the toes and lift back to your down dog. From here, you can inhale forward, bring the feet to the hands, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Arms reach overhead. Take a deep breath, get long through the sides of the body. Then your exhale, we'll take a tall twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale up through center, and then exhale other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands release to heart center. Your Anjali Mudra. I'm going to take some balance here. So you might just take a moment to steady the breath, noticing this become erratic. Start to let the weight pour into the right foot. Right leg strong. Left knee's going to lift to hip height. We're going to take this to a standing figure four. So crossing the left ankle over the right knee, you'll sit the hips back. Now, if this doesn't work, you could always take like a stork pose and just stay right up here with the knee bent. Otherwise, think about sitting the hips back, and I think it feels good to extend the arms forward as you let the hips come back, and that gives you a little more assistance in the balance. Feeling this nice stretch through the outer left hip. And your inhale, we're going to come all the way back up. Exhale, arms reach back behind you, warrior three. Really press through the left foot. Just keep that strong breath. And any of these moments that are challenging, postures or balance. We just work on breathing, knowing you can get through it. We're going to release to our warrior two. So let the back foot come down, open up the arms. Spin the front palm up and overhead. And find your side angle, forearm to thigh, back arm reaches either to the sky or towards the space in front of you, depending on what feels good. Not really lengthening out as you press through the outer left heel. Inhale, reach up and overhead. This time straighten through the front leg. And then one more time, bend into the front knee. This time we're gonna find our balancing half moon. So reach that right hand forward as much as you can till it lands on the mat, the right diagonal corner. Left hand can come to the hip, and then you'll pour weight into the right leg. Left leg will lift. You'll start to rotate the hips. So one hip stacks on top of the other, one shoulder stacks on top of the other. Left arm might release to the sky now. Keep pulling the belly in. Think about rolling the right hip into the top of the thigh so they're locked in together. Now maybe you'll flex through the left foot, or maybe you'll take a variation and bend into the left knee, reaching for it with the left hand and find a bind here. That might feel nice in the shoulder, on the thigh. And now slowly, if you've taken that bind, you can let the left hand come down. As you turn towards the mat, let the left foot come behind the right so the pinkies are touching. Left leg's crossed behind the right. You see the little fold right here. Find some softness in the knees. You might even want to let the backs of the hands come to the mat, stretching through the wrists the opposite way. Release through the head. You shake the head no. And nod the head yes. Inhale, you'll take a half lift, uncross the legs, maybe take a moment to just shake them out. And then take your time rolling all the way up to standing. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just pause here for a moment, coming back to balance. Start to focus the eyes on one point that's not moving. Start to bring all the weight into the left leg. Maybe the right knee can start to get light. Eyes are focused. When you're ready, your figure four. Cross. Really flex the right foot first. Flex the toes. Then sit the hips back, crossing the ankle over the knee. Then maybe you'll extend the arms forward as the hips come back. You'll let this go really nice in the body. One more breath. And then slowly we'll come all the way up, uncrossing the leg. And you'll just transition through your warrior three variation. Arms reaching behind you. Pressing the right foot behind you. And then landing in your warrior two. The back heel will come down, arms open up. Front palm spins up and overhead. You reverse for a deep breath. And then exhale, side angle. Inhale, deep breath, reverse. Straighten through the front leg. Find another stretch. Exhale through your warrior two as you bend the knee. We'll find that Ardha Chandrasana, balancing half moon. Left hand reaches forward as much as it can until it lands in a diagonal line towards the corner of the mat. Right hand to hip. And pour the weight to the left leg. Letting the right leg lift up, flexing the back toes. Stacking the hips. Again, maybe the right arm can reach to the sky. Belly strong. If you like that variation on the other side, you'll bend into the right knee, reaching for the top of the right foot. Find this nice stretch right here. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then slowly you'll release if you've taken the bind. Both hands on the mat, and the right foot will land behind, or the right leg will go behind the left leg. And the toes will come together, the pinky toes. Just relax, find a nice stretch here. Again, it might feel nice on the wrist to let the backs of the hands rest on the mat. Just giving them a break. Just letting go of the upper body, relaxing the head, the neck. Inhaling, we'll uncross the legs. Taking a half lift, maybe we'll just shake things out a little bit. Start to roll through the spine to come to standing. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. And let the hands relax down by your sides, your mountain pose. Palms face forward. Might feel nice to just take a moment to close the eyes. Again, come back to your intentions. Notice where the mind's going. Try to bring it back to the space. Back to the breath. One more standing sequence before we bring it down to the mat. We did so much with the hips. We're going to work on our eagle tonight. And one more deep cleansing breath here. In through the nose. Gentle sigh, let it go. And then the arms will reach overhead. As you exhale, sit back in your chair. Let the hips sit down nice and deep. And then you'll start to lift the left leg so that you can cross over the right. So now you might have the toes on the mat. You might be able to get a double wrap, letting the toes come behind the calf muscle. Then you'll open up the arms like a T. Think about sitting the hips down low, and you'll sweep the right arm under the left, and maybe you find that double wrap. Squeezing the inner thighs together, swing the hips back, fingertips lift. One more breath here. Keep the arms, lift up and find a warrior three with eagle arms. The left leg can lengthen back behind you. Hold the belly and think about squaring the hips. And then inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Unravel everything. Exhale, hands back down by your sides. Your mountain pose. You're just shaking everything out. And we'll get set up for the other side. Inhale, arms reach, sit down nice and low in your chair pose. And then from here, we'll lift the right leg. Right leg will cross over the left. Belly strong. Arms can open up like a T when you're ready. Always take your time. You can move into these poses at your own pace. Left arm's going to sweep under the right. And maybe there's that double wrap. Fingertips are lifting. Chest is lifting. Keep the hips low. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together. Take one more breath right here. And then we'll unravel mindfully, slowly to your warrior three legs, keeping the eagle arms, challenging yourself. And then inhale all the way up. Let everything go. Deep breath to reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands come down. Feet step behind you, high plank. From high plank, bring the forearms down. Forearm plank. Pause here for just a moment. Press through the forearms. Do a little rounding through the upper back. And then let the hips come down. Sphinx pose. Keep the chest lifted. Finding a gentle back bend here. The elbows are going to be right below the shoulders. Just find your breath again. And we'll slowly release the upper body. Bring the hands down by your sides. Bring the forehead to the mat. Take take a locust pose here. On the inhale, we'll start to peel the shoulders back and point through the toes so much, the feet lift, maybe the knees lift. Up the shoulder blades coming together behind you. Release, let one ear come to the mat. Inhale, look through center. We'll take another locust. Hands can stay at your sides, or maybe you'll find a bind. Release the fingers. With a deep breath, and start to lift everything. Finding some strength in the back of the body. And then slowly release. Other ear comes to the mat. We'll take one more back bend here. You can either take locust, or if you have bow in your practice and you want to take bow, you can move to bow, bending the knees and taking hold of the feet. You go wherever it is that feels good, locust or bow. When your own time and you're ready, you'll inhale to start lifting. If you're in bow, think about pressing the feet to the hands into the feet, and then just really soften through the whole front side of the body. Just allow the chest to fall forward. Just really feel your breath. Slowly we'll release. Bring the hands right under the forehead. Just sweep the legs side to side. Loosening up through the lower back. And you can let the feet zigzag all the way down to the mat. And bring the hands right under the shoulders. Curl the toes and make your way up to a down dog. Whether that's through table or maybe just pressing straight through plank, lifting the hips. Right leg's gonna lift long. On your exhale, we'll find our pigeon. Knee to the right, toes to the left, back leg extends. Think about noticing if there's anything going on in the knee. You could always come to a figure four on your back, crossing the ankle over the knee. If you're in your pigeon, think about taking a moment to square the hips. You might stay upright, might feel nice to lower. You might slowly walk your hands forward, come to the forearms. Maybe you release the forehead to stacked fists. So I find that this pose might start out feeling really tight, a lot of tightness in the outer hips here. After a few moments, things might start to soften a little. As you inhale, we'll start to lift up. We'll sweep the left leg around the right so we can come to a twist. So left foot's gonna be stepping on the outside of the right leg, and you can wrap up the left leg with the right hand, so that's nice and tall. We'll go over the left shoulder. Inhale, come forward. You could lean forward, plant the hands, curl the toes, and then uncross your down dog. And then we'll find pigeon on the other side. So left leg will lift long. And on the exhale, we'll bring the knee to the left, flex the toes to the right, extend the right leg so you can start to lower. Taking a moment to find a nice position for this in your body. If you have a block, you can always bring a block right into the left hip. And then just work into this pose in your own time. You might stay upright, breathing in to your hip. You might come to a figure four on your back if you feel like the side has more going on than the other. Whenever you're ready, you can start to lower. As you inhale, we'll start to lift up, and again, we'll sweep the right leg around to the outside of the left leg. The right foot plants right next to the left thigh, and then we'll wrap up the right leg with the left hand. The fingertips on the mat, sit nice and tall, finding your twist. Inhale as you come forward, uncross the legs. We're going to find our boat pose. So you might start with the knees bent, toes on the mat. You could reach the arms forward, or you can start with the hands behind the knees. Allow the toes to lift. Keep the upper body lifted, chest is lifted. If you want to go further, you might straighten the legs so the toes are at eye level. And then slowly flex the toes back towards you, release the heels down, come to your staff, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge forward. Your Paschimottanasana, double leg forward fold. Inhale, we'll lift up, reach the arms forward, pull the belly in, I can't talk, rounding the spine. And we'll start to lower all the way down the mat. Take your time. You might take a moment to just reach the arms overhead, taking a breath, and then hug the knees in. Find a happy baby, right? The knees towards the shoulders, soles of the feet towards the sky. Let the hands come anywhere, the outside of the legs, or maybe the sides of the feet as you take a little sway side to side. Pause for a moment in center. We'll take our legs up the wall. So just find stillness, extending the legs, soles of the feet face the sky, arms relaxed by your side. If this is enough, you'll stay right here. If you would like a shoulder stand, you can start to move into your shoulder stand. Maybe if you're in shoulder stand, you want to go even deeper, you'll come to your plow. Your shoulder stand or your plow, you can start to slowly come back to your legs up the wall, your time. Start to point through one foot and the other, rolling out the ankles for a moment. And you can point your right toes towards the space in front of you, and then slowly lower that leg all the way down on the mat as you Extend the leg long. And then after that leg arrives down, you can point through the left toes, really stretch through the leg towards the space in front of you. Let it be a nice, slow descent down. You just arrive at stillness, your most comfortable resting position. Letting the palms face the sky, chest open, the eyes closed. Finding stillness here as you release the jaw, release the tension. Just find some stillness for a few moments in your Shavasana. grow until you can take a nice full body stretch, reaching the arms overhead, inhaling through the length of the body, and then exhaling to hug the knees in. Maybe there's a little rock side to side, and eventually you'll land on one side, just pausing for a moment, just resting in the space before leaving your mats and leaving your practice. Just imagine you could let go of something here. Just harness in all this good energy, all this quiet, this calm. Imagine you could take it in with you with your breath as you come up to a comfortable seat. Leaving your eyes closed or soft once you get there. Bring your hands to heart center once you arrive. Inhale and exhale, bow to honor yourself. Inhale to bring the thumb knuckles to third eye center. Just feeling gratitude for yourself, for each other, and for this practice. So we say namaste. Thank you everyone for being here today. Nice to see you. Have a good rest of your night and rest of your week. Our last Monday of November. December already, I can't believe it.